So what's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. So on this one, I'll be unpacking the two-pot system. So this is for South African audience, South African viewers. And so I'll be unpacking the two-pot, whereby it's a retirement withdrawal system. So this is an improvement or a reform of the old system that we had. So this two-pot system basically goes live from the 31st of August 2024. So if you're currently at a company and you've been in there putting in the work for a few years already, there are some benefits that you've accumulated up until this point. So that benefits that you have already up until the 31st of August will be put in what is called a vested component. Okay, so this vested component will house benefits already accumulated from before the implementation date of this new two-pot policy system. That money is in the vested interest or the vested component, the money is there, will still remain invested in your retirement fund. So you will be able to have growth on that money. That money is still able to grow and still remain vested or invested in your retirement fund. So that's the first part of it. And then now into the new system whereby it's the two pots. So the first pot will be the savings pot and the second pot will be your pension pot. So the savings pot is what we have, and that is available to you. You can access that anytime. However, your minimum withdrawal has to be 2K or 2,000 Rand is the minimum, the least amount that you can withdraw from your savings component of the two pot. And there's no maximum. So from 2,000 up until any amount, there's no maximum withdrawal cap. There's no cap there, basically. There's no limit on a withdrawal. However, you only get one withdrawal per tax year. Now, a tax year will be a 12-month period. So you get one withdrawal per 12-month period. And that money will be taxed, at your individual marginal tax rate. So it will depend, there's high income earners, medium or middle income earners, and low income earners. So the tax rate there will be different on each, I suppose. And yeah, so let me just clarify again. So basically the first component is your savings component. You can access that at any time. Minimum, the least you can take out there is 2,000 up to, there's no cap, up to whatever is available. It's your choice. And so you only get one withdrawal per tax year. So one withdrawal per year, per 12-month period, and you will be taxed off that amount, unfortunately. And then the second pot, so there's a saving pot. The second pot is your pension pot. Now this pension pot is the retirement component of the two-pot system, and this money will be preserved and only able to be accessed at the age of retirement, at your retirement age, So that is basically some of the basics with unpacking the two-pot system. But there's so much also, because there's tons of mixed reactions, to this. Many people are saying that this favors the employers because it's going to simplify for them tax calculations, and any real admin burdens that they had in regard to all of this. So it makes the employer's life easier. And then also it's said to favor high income earners. And this is in regard to the tax issues or the tax concerns. I don't know too much on that. But either ways, there's so much here that we don't know. And many people are feeling that this is a government heist, just more taxes on the already enslaved workers is some of how I see it. It's like further enslaving them and keeping them on this hamster wheel and handcuffing them to that job basically, because now we know that we're already suffering with the inflation. The purchasing power of the money has drastically reduced. So with 100 rand, you could get a full basket. Now you're getting half that basket when you're going out to the shops. So the prices have increased. We cannot even survive. You can't survive. So you stuck to the job. The job is a solution, and you're hungry. So this two-pot is going to be tempting, And in a weird way, it's almost like the corrupt system, the corrupt government system that has been misappropriating funds and misusing funds, is now with this system, it looks as if they are now raising more funds off these already cash-strapped workers, because personally for me, I'm now out of work a little over 1 year, and I was collecting my unemployment, my UIF there, and I had it was fairly smooth, thank goodness for me, but there were some glitches along the way toward the end, and then there's so much talk also of how like the public's money has been misappropriated. You can find on YouTube, Bantu Holomisa speaks of how these people have stolen the UIF money. These monies are supposed to be put in funds where they can generate, but the people working with these funds, our politicians, our ministers, some of them, have stolen this money. So it's kind of a situation of when the masses now will really need this money, there will be no money to pay them out, because it's a case that our ministers now can't keep their hands off this money. Money that's there is just being misused, misappropriated, stolen, looted, wasted even by the officials. Disclaimer, this is a lot of my opinions, but yeah, so this is how it seems, and so yeah, when the majority are ready to draw, there's gonna be no money. And it's like just so crazy also, because we know that there is this pending financial crisis looming, and we've seen overseas, like in the past months, early in the year, there were tons of bank runs in America, and we know that when the America coughs or sneezes, then the whole world has effects. The whole world gets sick, because America is the dollar, is the world reserve currency. All our nation's money is pegged to the dollar, and so yeah, and this also comes after years of mismanaging funds by all the people that we've put in power, and then also coupled with all the printing money that has been done throughout the COVID period, throughout the world, like trillions of rands. We South Africa, there was billions of rands printed, money given, and so like all this tons of money printing in actual fact makes the money lose value. When there is inflation, it makes the money lose value because there's too much supply and demand kind of issue. There's too much money, it loses value. And now it's a case of where the whole world has been doing this for many years. They've been doing it secretly, and it's a case of now the chickens have come home to roost, the chickens have come home to roost. So this financial system as we know it has been corrupt, but now it's gonna break. It's broken. It's been broken. So these are some of the things that we'll see going forward. So we know that, like, also with the new world order and what have you, they have a whole lot of plans for humanity. They even speak about things like the universal basic income, and all their plans also entail controlling the people, the masses. So there's so much to that, and it looks as if this is just a rollout getting us to that place. Financial system breaks, they enter in the CBDCs also, and enter in a government currency, where we get more onto the online thing. So the CBDC is more American thing. It's like a central bank digital currency, but that is like the government currency. We know in Nigeria there they have their own Naira currency, and so also with South Africa and the BRICS partnership, they also have been talks, or like they've been actually working from getting away from the dollar and starting their own currency. There's been talks in the BRICS of starting their own currency. So we see all these things are planning to roll out in the future. This is the way forward. And the only way to get there is that this current corrupt financial system needs to break. And then they come to us and say, solution, new world order, and a new way of money, a new way of banking and what have you. Because even if they are going to use this two-pot system, then it's going to get people, reliance from the banking and the bank loans. People are not going to be so running to banks, reliant on banks for bank loans, because now they're going to be tempted to tap into their savings pot. They're going to be tempted to tap into their savings pot. And like how it says, Jay-Z says, I'm a businessman. People need to wake up to the fact that they are a business. We all are a business. Our name, our identity is registered, but to the government, we are a business. We are just to work, and they benefit, basically. They benefit is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, because workers basically are enslaved to these jobs to work, and now it's even more worse with this new two-pot system whereby they're actually now making money off the workers. So it's a case of some people feel that they've been double taxed on that money, at the withdrawal point, because oh my goodness, there's so much to say. But they've been double taxed now, and so basically they are raising funds of the workers, to fund their mishandling of government, of people's funds, of the government funds that have been misappropriated and stolen, wastefully used and mismanaged and what have you. So now they come to a place whereby they even, coming to these poor workers, enslaved workers, to take the lost from them, basically, is some of how I see it, So, yeah, it's just so much, but it's just some of my thoughts, of how this financial system, the world over, is so corrupt and broken. And so if you wise, and there's anything you got from this, that is, like, you need to come to a place whereby you become financial literate, get financial education, and become entrepreneurial, because you are a business already. So why don't you do it that you can benefit, instead of doing it that your employee and others can benefit off your work, Yeah. Instead of doing it that they benefit off your work, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, and get free, get off the hamster wheel. It's about time, that we need to wake up. And so I've been all over the show on this one, but I hope you got some value and can find the gist of what I'm trying to say. Either ways, you can let me know what's your thoughts. Will you be tempted or giving into temptation to take up that money now, and then when you get that need at retirement, at an age whereby you unemployable most times, and you have a need, and then your money, there is no money, or there's even less money, but there is that, and there's something else I wanted to say now. I forgot it. But either ways, I think I'm just gonna end it here and stop the rambling on and off with this one. You're going to session, Nisha. Peace out.